Welcome to Fight Club 24/7. My name's Johnny Rashman. Right, let's get straight into it. True Geordie, but as I renamed him last year, Baby Geordie. The man who claims to say it how it is. He'll say the things people won't, unless you call him out and criticise him and he'll block you. Right? This guy's the fakest guy on YouTube. I honestly don't know how people listen to him when it comes to combat sports or boxing. He knows absolutely nothing about the sports. Genuinely knows nothing. Right? Now, yes, he's a bit of a pioneer of YouTube in a certain way, and you know, he's a bit old school, and I used to listen to a bit of his content years ago, but when he started talking about boxing and MMA, I just had to switch off because this guy knows nothing. What he has to do to get views is disrespect fighters and take the piss out of them, right? And now we're going to go on to the Conor McGregor videos, because this is what this guy does. He disrespects legends of the game. Now, I saw the video the other day of him talking about Conor McGregor's speech and claiming he's got drug problems and all this. Now, he's trying to pull it out in a way that that video was out of concern for Conor, and he was making it because he's a fan of his and he's concerned about him. That wasn't the case. Make no mistake, he was trying to belittle an MMA legend, take the piss out of him for views and likes. That's what he was doing. I've watched the video. He's fast forwarding it and rewinding it back when he's speaking. He's trying to belittle him, take the piss. This is not someone saying, I'm really concerned about him. You know, I want him to get help. I'm a big fan of him. He's not saying that at all. He's taking the piss out of him, right? And he did it for views and likes because he's irrelevant when it comes to combat sports. Who the fuck cares what he thinks? So what he has to do to get those views and likes is take the piss out of fighters, because he knows fighters will respond. He does have a big platform. So if you're going to take the piss out of a fighter, guess what? They're going to respond back to you. So what Conor did, he absolutely hammers him on this voice note. Have a look.
Mr. Estrogen, what's happening? Bitch tits. Fat fucking bitch tits. Who the fuck are you? You little Burns victim looking thing. Fuck me, man. Who scalded you with a kettle? You fat fuck. You fat nobody. You little feminine pussy of a thing. I fuck pussy, yeah? Keep my name out of your mouth, you stupid cunt. Sick of seeing your fat bone face. Scaldy, fat estrogen head. Oh my god, you can't understand what I'm saying, can you not, pal? You've got subtitles under the fucking thing saying exactly what I'm saying. So what are you saying, you little fat no-name?
It was literally a 40-second voice note. Conor doesn't need to get involved with someone like him. He's irrelevant. Conor McGregor is an MMA legend. He's a god. He deserves to be cocky, to be confident, to be arrogant. He's fought wars in there. His success in a short period of time will never be seen again. The impact he's had on MMA. Now, yes, he's gone over the board with certain things. Is he perfect? No. Am I perfect? No. Are you perfect? No. This guy has demons like all of us. The difference is his demons are shown in front of millions of people. This guy can't walk the street without getting mobbed, right? So it's easy to judge, criticise and disrespect a fighter when you're sitting in your fancy studio behind a computer screen talking shite, right? When you're not in his shoes. You've got to understand, these fighters, they put everything on the line for us, right? You've got to protect these fighters, and to disrespect him and talk about him when you've got absolutely no credibility. What the fuck have you done? You're a big sweaty bear, mate. You can't fight. I've seen you box. You can't fight. I had to endure some of it last year, because what happened was, I did a video last year with him about him. He put some crap up about how Jake Paul's going to beat Tommy Fury and this and that. And I called him out and I said, you're talking utter shite, mate. And I actually said, I will box you and I'll show you the levels. I'm not a professional boxer, but I can box to a certain standard. I've got fast hands and I've got power. I can throw shots, right? I'd knock him out, I'd put him to sleep very easily, right? I called him out. What did he do? Block me. Block me on my Instagram, block me on my Twitter, block me on everything. Right? So this is what this guy is. What he likes to do is create a false narrative that he just wants people to be happy and talk good about him. And if someone says anything bad or that he doesn't agree with, he'll just block them. The difference is, I've got a voice, mate. A lot of these followers, they might not have the platform, or they might not be able to, because once you block them, you block them. I am growing my platform, mate. And I said it last year, you won't be able to silence me. Now, I called them out, I put the videos out, you would have seen them. He never said anything, did he? Right? So I'm not the type of guy who's going to keep going on and on about it, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be known for someone who just takes the piss out of people. That's a dark place of YouTube. This is a media outlet. This is creating a platform for fans and myself to voice an opinion where we do say it how it is. We don't claim, we do. Because if someone disagrees with me, I don't block him. I fire back. I go, okay, tell me what you disagree with, and I will back my corner and we'll go at it. This platform, we go at it. It might get a bit heated. It never goes over the line. If it does, I'll give you a warning. And if you start mentioning people's skin colour or backgrounds or things like that, you're gone. Simple as that. This is not that kind of platform. This is about heated debates about boxing, and we'll go at it. And if you know me, you'll know I'll go at it. Doesn't mean I don't respect your opinion. I respect everyone's opinion, right? But I'll always go at it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if you've got a point, I'll say you've got a point. But I certainly won't block you. It will take a lot for me to block you. Believe me, right? Because you control me all you want. You can call me fat, ugly, tell me to die. It doesn't matter. It's just words. If you've got 2 followers and a picture of 2 lizards as a profile picture, it don't really mean anything. If you're going to say something face to face, it's a different conversation, right? So I know what social media is. I know people get offended by people's comments. I don't, right? The only way I'll block you is if it turns into baby shit. If you go, your breath stinks, or you're just immature calling names every second. I'll just get rid of you. I'm not interested in that, right? I want heated debates. Now, you can have a go at me and you can say why you think I'm wrong, fine. But if it gets into baby crap insults, name calling, I'm not interested, right? Let's have serious debates. And like I say, I'll very, very rarely block you. This guy will block you, trust me. And I bet there's a lot of people who are watching this video who've also been blocked by him. People have said that on my Instagram. So he claims to be the person who says it how it is. It's not really true. He's fake, mate. So going back to the Conor McGregor video. So Conor hammers him with the voice note, and you can tell he's fuming by it, this baby Geordie. He's fuming because Conor's hammered him. We don't need to make a 10-minute video with 4K cameras and content creators and scripts and re-editing it and doing takes a million times. You just got the voice note and said it. That's it. That's the difference, right? This guy has to sit in the studio. God knows how many retakes he did. He's got his cameras coming in and out, making him trying to look more fancy than he is. It's just ridiculous, and he's probably reading off a script. I don't read off any fucking script. I don't need a script. It's all up here, mate, right? This guy needs scripts. He's a fake. He's an absolute fake. So Conor puts it on him. We heard what he said. Okay, you shouldn't have mentioned the burn victims thing, right? Okay, I get that. But at the end of the day, if you're going to assault someone, if you're going to go on about this speech and keep saying how he's on drugs and all this, then don't cry like a baby if someone insults you back, right? And let's be honest, he's not exactly Brad Pitt. He'd give Freddy Krueger nightmares, that bloke. He's a big sweaty bear. That's all he is. But the response video that he did, I watched it yesterday, and oh my God, it was beyond embarrassing, cringy. All those words, there's not even a word for it. It was some of the stuff he was saying, it was like, you've not just said that, have you? You've not just said that. I mean, he didn't really have much credibility when talking about combat sports anyway. But he's lost it all now because even his diehard followers are saying, mate, what are you talking about? Let's dissect it. I'm not going to put the video footage up because he's the type of guy who'd report my channel. I don't trust him. He's a snake. He's the type of guy who would report my channel. Right, that's what he would do. This guy's a fucking snake, mate. He's fake. So I'm not going to give him that chance. So I've gone through the due diligence of writing it all down. So let's go through it.
Mr. Estrogen, what's happening? Bitch tits. Fat fucking bitch tits. Who the fuck are you? You little Burns victim looking thing. Fuck me, man. Who scalded you with a kettle? You fat fuck. You fat nobody. You little feminine pussy of a thing. I fuck pussy, yeah? Keep my name out of your mouth, you stupid cunt. Sick of seeing your fat born face. Scaldy, fat, estrogen head. Oh my God, you can't understand what I'm saying, can you not, pal? You've got subtitles under the fucking thing saying exactly what I'm saying. So what are you saying, you little fat no-name?
So he listens to Conor's voice notes, and then his smart arse reply is, who starts a message like that? It's not very polite. Who am I? For a start, you tag me in a tweet. You know fine well who I am. You blocked me on Twitter. You blocked me on Instagram. I mean, that sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? Talking about blocking people on Twitter and Instagram. You blocked me, didn't you? So he has to come up with a smart comment. For a start, do you know who I am? Yes, okay, he's not saying it in that way. It's just an immature response to say back. You know who I am. What he's saying is, who the fuck are you? Is in a big sweaty bear disrespecting an MMA god who's made whose impact on the sport will stand the test of time. That's what he means, mate. And then you put, I'm probably barred from that shit pub you're always talking about. What, that successful pub in Ireland? I don't know anyone who says a bad word about it. I know people who live in Dublin who will say it's a great pub. It's getting to you, isn't it, that voice now? You can see the fire coming off him, the smoke. You see him sweating. Oh my God. Now he's gone on about the Burns victims insult. Now, yes, I don't condone him, but at the end of the day, Conor's having a go at him back. So don't cry if someone has a go at you. For me, this is bang out of order from Baby Geordie. He said, that's a strange one for an insult. I hate the idea there's a little young Burns victim out there who idolises Conor McGregor, and here's that. The tragedy here, that little harmless young man with a dream to recover from his burns, and Conor McGregor is saying it's a bad thing. Do you not have any sympathy for burns victims? Now, that's really manipulative. Now, the way he's worded that in a sarcastic voice, saying, I hate the idea there's a little young burns victim. Well, why does it have to be young? Why does it have to be young? Anyone can suffer with burn victims. And why does it have to be a male? It can be a girl as well, you know? But the way he's portraying it, a little young burns victim, do you not have sympathy for that? Yes, he does have sympathy. But he's saying, you look like a burns victim with your big sweaty face, right? So, again, you want to insult a fighter, but as soon as he insults you back, you have to come with your smart arse remarks, don't you? Trying to portray a different story, right? Trying to say he's insulting burn victims, right? That's what you're trying to do, mate. Then he goes on to say, fat shaming, good one. Do you remember when he used to be the best, wittiest trash talker in the game? If this isn't an example why you should stay off the gear, I don't know what is. The man's brain has gone to mush. He needed 40 seconds to hammer you, my friend. 40 seconds. You need 10-minute videos. And you need to do 1 million takes. And you need to edit it. And you need content writers. That's the difference, mate. So his trash talking is infinitely better than yours. Because guess what? He can back it up. You can't. You can't fight. Oh, he's raging here, isn't he? I mean, it is funny, the voice. As I say, the Burns victim things, I don't condone that. But he just hammers him, doesn't he? He absolutely hammers him. Then he's put, Conor likes to put himself across as this big alpha male and makes everyone feel feminine. Bro, what are you, 5'8", 11? I'm 6'4" and 21 stone. I'm bigger, stronger than you in every conceivable way. I've fought bigger women than you. Oh. Wow, you're 6'4" and 21 stone. Oh, what a feared individual you are. And so, do you have any combat sports ability? Do you have any sporting ability apart from lifting a few dumbbells, eating a few doner kebabs and swallowing PEDs? Can you throw punches? I mean, if you are that size, if you were Tyson Fury, it's impressive. If it's you, it's not impressive, you big slow bear. And going back to our foot women bigger than you. Well, when we're talking about controversy, you like to bring up Conor McGregor's controversy. As I say, the guy's not perfect. He's a young guy who's amassed millions of pounds in a short period of time. We'd all go off the hook. We'd all go like a party. We'd all do things that maybe we shouldn't, you know? But to judge someone and for likes and views, it's disgusting, mate. So let's talk about his controversy. There's a little DM message on Instagram is in there. Type it in on Google, True Geordie DM messages. I can't pull it on YouTube because he'll report me. It's too graphic. And he's basically talking to a girl in a disgusting, vulgar way. If that's his game, if that's his game to chat up girls, I feel for him. But he basically ends it with, and I'll put this up, he says, I want you to duck me up the arse. You know what rhymes with duck? And I want you to shit on me. Right. I want you to shit on me. So this big sweaty bear wants a girl to shit on him, to defecate on him. Right? Just think about that. That is disgusting. I don't want to hear that. You absolute disgusting pervert. Right? It's disgusting. I want you to shit on me. You can just imagine him with the sweat coming off him and pooing him. Oh, mate, it's embarrassing. And he has the audacity to nitpick Conor McGregor and talk about what he's doing wrong and have an opinion and try and belittle him when you want girls to shit on you. Do me a favour, fella. I mean, it gets even worse now. Those skinny little brittle legs that snap like twigs. His legs that snap like twigs. The guy is a conditioned MMA fighter. His legs have been conditioned to kick you. The nerves have gone. What have you done? He would fold you like a deck chair. You know what he'd do? He'd go up to you, kick you, take your head off, and he'd kick you in the shin and take your kneecap home. Right? That's what he would do. He would fold you like a deck chair, skinny, brittle legs. Oh, it's embarrassing. Then he puts, I'm not the only one who was expressed concern about Conor. Then pulls up an article from the Daily Mail with the title saying Conor McGregor fans expressed concerns about the MMA star after the Monaco Grand Prix. Okay. That's it. That's an article saying fans are concerned. That's different to what you did. You put out a video to take the piss and belittle him because you kept fast forwarding his speech and you kept putting little bits out and saying he's talking like this. Okay, you can mention it, fine, but to keep going back and laughing at it and mocking him, who the fuck are you, mate? I'm saying it. Who are you? Then he's put, a lot of you would have seen that Conor's in Monaco right now. I actually know a friend who's with him. Shout out to Tiernan Bradley, undefeated Irish welterweight. He was with him in Monaco. Imagine you hear him. I'll start that again. He said, a lot of you would have seen Conor's in Monaco right now. He's on a yacht. Imagine you hear him. You're drinking champagne, you're enjoying the sun, the babes are walking past you, you were living your best life. In that scenario, when you're on a Lamborghini yacht, why would you be worried about some fat no-name YouTuber talking shit about you? If I was completely wrong, no, he would laugh it off. Go about your day. Why would you respond if I was completely wrong? The man is showing his arse, I've clearly touched a nerve. Hold on a sec. You've disrespected him, you've belittled him, and he's insulted you back with a 40-second voice note, but you touched a nerve. Mate, you're the one who's touched the nerve. You don't like it, you can give it, but you don't like it. That video, he roasted you, mate. He hammered you, big estrogen head and whatever else he called you. And you can't take it, can you? You can't take it because you tried to belittle him to get views and likes. And that's what annoys me about this video, because I'm giving him the airtime. And that's what he wants, right? Because he's becoming more irrelevant by the day, this guy, when he's talking about combat sports. So what he has to do to get views and likes, to keep the sponsors happy, is to belittle people and to make sure people view him. And also what he does, he would delete the comments that people criticise him. If you go on that video, on both of them, it's all positive comments. Why? Because he would delete the ones that people are saying, mate, you're a clown. That's what he does. He's fake. This guy's fake as they come. He can't fight. He knows fuck all about boxing or MMA, and he just tries to belittle fighters. Now, yes, criticise people, right? Have an opinion. But when you start disrespecting fighters, the fight game's dear to me, boxing and MMA, right? And when some big sweaty bear comes along, because he's got a following from talking about different subjects, and he thinks he can talk about the sport and belittle the fighters in it who risk their lives, by the way, for all entertainment, I'm going to say something. Now, when he's talking about his speech, you have to understand, which this baby Geordie won't, because he has no concept of fighting or boxing. You have to understand that fighters go through extreme training camps. They go through weight cuts. They get concussed. They get punched, kicked and elbowed, not in the cage, not just in the cage, but out the cage. They're taking severe damage. So every fighter's speech deteriorates as you get older. Right? Now I'm not saying that Conor hasn't taken drugs or things like that. Who fucking hasn't? He's a guy who's got millions of pounds, so I don't judge him, right? I want the best for him, right? But to go on about the speech or whatever, listen, fighters' speeches, they go as they get older. I know I've got friends who are 25, 26, and their speech is a little bit mumbled because they're taking concussion to the head, they're taking punches, they're taking kicks, they're taking elbows. So as a fighter, your speech will go. That's what these fighters do for our entertainment. So to have a big sweaty bear come on YouTube and try and take the piss and belittle fighters, that's not on, and I won't put up with it. This is the worst bit. Oh, this was like, Oh, mate, I feel for you. He's put, the funny thing is, the way he's talking about us in this video, the way he complained about Nate Diaz being too big for him, too strong for him at 170, then the video comes in. It's like a shit WWE promo. I'm 300 pounds and built like a rugby player. Right. You're built like a rugby player. Have you played rugby to a professional level? Because rugby players, to be fair, are tough. They are tough men. And they actually have to grapple. They have to learn wrestling because in the scrum. Have you done that? You're 300 pounds, but you're built like a rugby player. Okay. Are you a rugby player? You're not, are you? I'm the size of the guy who Floyd Mayweather's and you hired to protect them when you're walking around in public. No, they will recruit people who probably have combat sports experience, who are probably highly trained individuals, who probably know what they're doing in the security business. They don't just employ big fat ogres who, like I said, lifts a few dumbbells and eats a few doner kebabs and swallows PEDs, right? So you are not comparable to them. You're just a big sweaty bear, mate. I would pick Conor McGregor up like a shopping bag with one arm. No, you wouldn't, mate. No, you wouldn't. He is so small compared to me. And I know his fans are going to think he's superhuman, but they've got weight classes for a reason, bro. I'm more than twice the size of this man. Weight classes for a reason. Oh my God. Yes, they have weight classes in competitive professional combat sports when world-class fighters are fighting each other, or amateur sports, right, where the best is fighting the best. Weight classes don't matter when you're a big fat slob who has no combat sports experience. Conor McGregor would fold you like a deck chair, mate. I'm talking about weight class. What, are you comparing yourself to MMA fighters with weight classes? Oh my God. And then he says, if you want to have a charity boxing or MMA fight, I don't give a shit. I'm literally a giant compared to you anytime, anywhere, any place. Someone needs to shut that fucking hole in your face. Right. I called this guy out last year for a boxing match, right? And then he blocked me. So let me tell you, once again, I will box you anytime, anywhere, any place, whether it's on a show, whether we're making money, whether it's a sparring session, wherever, right? You can be 21 stone. I'm probably 15.5 stone at the moment. I'll be 13 stone. You can have 8 stone on me and I will put you to sleep very comfortably. And I will put manners on you. And the beating I will give you, you will always remember. Because when you next try and disrespect a fighter, you will think, well, if a guy who's not a professional boxer does this to me, what will a professional do? That's what will happen, mate. Right? You can train with whoever you want, my friend. I will knock you spark out comfortably, right? So once again, I am challenging you, let's box. Do you think Conor McGregor's going to entertain you? Do you think he gives a fuck? He saw you insult him and he fired back with a 40-second message. That's the last we'll hear from him. He's not interested in you, mate. I've seen Conor McGregor, I've seen many stars argue with people on Twitter when they insult him. They are fighters for a reason. If you're going to go at him, they're going to say something back. Stop crying like a baby because you don't like the fact he's roasted you in a video. Right? Anytime, anywhere, any place. Well, it's not though, is it? Right? So I'm telling you, anytime, anywhere, any place. Right? Let's do it. I will put you to sleep. Then he's gone on to say, you've spent the majority of your career fighting smaller people than you, where you had power advantage, and the minute you moved up in weight class, you got found out big time. Okay, well, I mean, this is a guy who claims to have knowledge on the sport. Let me tell you, he moved up from featherweight to lightweight, right? Beat Eddie Alvarez in one of the best championship performances you'll see, right? And became a 2-weight UFC champion. So he won that fight. He didn't get found out, did he? He then moved up to welterweight. He got submitted by Nate Diaz. And guess what? Went straight for the rematch and had one of the best fights in MMA history and won a decision and went to war, right? He got found out. Yes, he's been beat. Khabib beat him. Khabib beats everyone, right? And he wants to disrespect. This is what annoys me. Now, you can have your opinions, but when you're discrediting fighters and you're disrespecting them, show me what you've done. Show me what you've done. Show me you can throw a punch, right? Show me. Now, even Darren Till said something, right, as you can see here. This pisses me off because I like True Geordie, but Conor would fucking maul you, mate. There was no charity. He hasn't trained his whole life for some £300 cunt to act like he'd pick him up. No, Conor would punch you up and down your studio, pal, because he's a real fighter. Exactly. Right? Who the fuck is this guy to disrespect fighters? Now we can get on this little video and say, well, you know who I am and all this. No one cares, mate. Everyone knows the context I'm saying it in. Exactly. Who are you? What have you done in combat sports? What have you done in boxing? Are you around fighters? Do you know fighters? What have you done? Tell me. Right? For you to discredit Conor McGregor, and you did the same with Tyson Fury. He did exactly the same. Now people will say, well, he asked the questions people didn't. No. There's a way you ask questions. Now Tyson Fury drives you fucking mad. I've always been a big Tyson Fury fan. Right? I've had to criticise him in the last few months because I've not been happy with what he's been doing in regards to calling people out. But the guy is a god. He's a boxing god. He's a legend. Right? He's unified heavyweight champion. He's undefeated, right? So if you want to ask a question, ask it in a certain way. But when you're discrediting him, and that's what he did with Tyson Fury, he got him on there, did a video about it. He tried to set him up, got the views and the likes. Everyone was high-fiving him. And we're talking about controversy. What did he do? The week after, he stereotyped a whole religion. Didn't he? Didn't he say he wanted Andrew Tate to blow himself up, insinuating that all Muslims blow themselves up? So what happens if there's a young person of the Muslim faith who's a fan of yours and they've heard that? And they've heard you stereotype their religion and belittle their religion. Well, what happens then? You like to forget about that and you put your little crocodile tears, don't you? Right? He's fake as anything, this guy. He's fake. And the thing is, if you're going to call people out and you're going to disrespect people, people are going to come back at you, right? And as I always say, Conor McGregor is a legend of the sport, right? I've said that I'm blessed to be in that era. That McGregor era was special. You'll never see a fighter have such a rise to fame in a short period of time. Floyd Mayweather didn't do it. It took Floyd years and years to become Floyd Money Mayweather. Conor was literally in the UFC and 2 years later he was the biggest star on the planet. Like, it was ridiculous. He was talking about things and doing it. We saw him beat Aldo in a matter of seconds. We saw him become a UFC 2-weight champion. We saw him have thrilling fights with Nate Diaz. And this big sweaty bear wants to come on and discredit and start mentioning other people's name. Dustin Poirier beat you. Well, you're not Dustin Poirier, mate. What are you mentioning his name? Conor got beat by Poirier. Guess what? He wanted the rematch straight away. That's the mentality. This guy's mentality can never be questioned, right? Now, is he going through a bad time? Is he partying? Is he doing drugs? I don't know, right? I don't judge. All I know is that he's got a shitload of money. You know, he's probably been hacked all the time for money. He can't go down the street without people mauling him. So it's easy to judge and criticise. Now, if you were genuinely concerned about Conor, then I'd put up with that. I'd accept that. But when you're just trying to take the piss for likes and views, that's where I have an issue. Now, once again, I'm going to call you out, right? Never mind Conor McGregor. He won't entertain you. He's not interested in you, right? I'm calling you out. Let's put the gloves on. Let's box. Come in whatever stone you want to. I couldn't give a fuck. And I will put you to sleep, my friend. And someone has to humble you. Ta-ta.